About 2.5 million people are dependent on the fishery sector for their livelihood. However, the country spends about $400 million to import fish, as the country's fish production is around 486,000 metric tons, representing about 50.2% of the demand. Aquaculture expert believes the current Fisheries Act at 625 of 2002 does not have the requisite legislation to regulate the aquaculture sector, considering the fact that there is a big potential to increase aquaculture production from 44,000 metric tons to 60,000 metric tons. In an interview with Viasat One News at the Stakeholders Forum on Aquaculture in Tamale, the technical advisor for the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture, Dr. Nicholas Iddi, underscored the need to have a regulatory policy framework for the sector.
Because 2008, there was a fisheries and aquaculture development policy. Now, that policy at the time focused a lot more on fisheries. In fact, aquaculture had very limited provisions in that policy. In 2008 to date, we have now close to almost 3,000 to 4,000 fish farmers in this country, now producing at a level of almost 44 metric tons. So it now is a fast-growing industry, and that is why others are saying that the fisheries aquaculture development is now growing faster than population growth in most countries. And because of that, we need to develop a policy that will specifically address the issues of aquaculture development and fish farming holistically.
He revealed that the constraints within the aquaculture value chain will be addressed with the new policy.
One of the problems of the fish farmers is fish feed. Fish feed constitutes about 70% of the cost of a fish farm. And so how do you get the feed readily available and cheaper for the fishermen to be able to farm the fish at a relatively cheaper cost? Fingerlings is a problem. How to get the fingerlings to stock the fish ponds is a problem. So that is another huge area. And fish farming has a big value chain. It starts from the inputs into production and into marketing. So all these value chain activities need to be properly visioned out and properly guided, such that we can provide the necessary enabling environment for the fishermen to be able to produce their fish.
Dr. Iddi further said the policy, if enacted, will help address issues of monitoring contamination of fish feeds that are imported into the country. From Tamale, Noah Nash for Viasat One News.